Hey everybody, Jonathan here, and today we're going to be going over what I call a freestyle plank. Now, the point of the freestyle is you give them 3 options on what they can do as they hold their plank on hands or forearms, remembering to let everybody know that it's okay to go down to their knees, but try their best to stay on their toes first. The ways to modify in a plank is to either go down to your forearms to get off the wrist. You can also separate your feet a little bit wider. And the way that you position your foot on the carriage is going to make it difficult or easier. When your feet are on the first white line where I am now, it's going to be a little bit easier. But moving your toes closer to the center of the carriage, although you have more surface area, there's less support because the carriage is more slippery or lighter, that it makes it a little bit more difficult. A freestyle, you can do multiple different things. Holding a plank, you can do mountain climbers. You can do Spider-Man, bending the knees towards your shoulders. You can do toe taps, tapping the outside of the carriage, bringing your foot back in. You can do heel raises, lifting up 1 foot at a time. And I always start with hip dips because that's the easiest thing to keep people on their toes. And then you can always give them the cue to go down to their forearms when their wrist starts to get a little sensitive, or to go down to their knees. You can also tell clients to do shoulder taps, making sure they go slow so their hips don't wobble all over the place. You can add in a Panther. You can add in a plank to Pike. You can move the hands forward and then come down into a seal and up into a seal. You can also walk your hands down to the towel rack, down to the floor, back to the towel rack, and back up to the platform, and even go as far as going up to the handlebars. But remember, be very careful on people's shoulders and people's wrists, because if you do this at the end of class, their shoulders and their wrists and everything have already been worked for 45 to 50 minutes, and we don't want to exacerbate any of the muscles like the shoulders or the wrists, making it a little too sensitive or irritable for clients. You can perform this freestyle plank front facing front, reverse, front facing back, at the back facing the back, which is back reverse, or at the back facing forward, which is a back.